everyone. So welcome to supper on this Saturday night. So welcome back to the channel and welcome to a new day. This is weekend of meals, but we really haven't made anything. We really haven't eaten anything today. We had a ham and cheese sandwich earlier, but that was it. So I didn't even bother recording that. So it's supper time Saturday night. It is snowing lightly, and I'm going to grill out these pork steaks. And I'm going to make, that last time I grilled out the pork chops and made those 2 foil packs with potatoes, carrots, and onions. I'm going to make that again, except instead of 2 foil packs, I'm just going to make it in a smaller casserole dish. So, got the potatoes, some onions, and we don't have any fresh carrots, so I'm just going to put some sliced canned carrots in there. And then some butter and seasonings. And then as a side, we're going to have this sliced pears. So that's what we're going to have for supper on this Saturday night. I'm not going to really record this. I might record while I'm grilling out and do a little vlog. But as far as cutting this stuff up, it's going to be the same thing as you saw already. So I won't bother recording that. Alright everyone, so I've got the pork steaks on the grill now, and they're already smelling good. I pre-seasoned them before I brought them out, so I wouldn't have to carry so much out, but just going to get these grilled up and then head inside. Hey everyone, so it is Saturday evening now, just before 5 o'clock, and I don't know if you could tell on the video, but it's starting to get dark now, and it is lightly snowing. We are supposed to get snow until 3 o'clock in the morning, and we're supposed to get up to 8 inches. That's the smoke from the grill. It's probably fogging up the camera here. I'm standing right over it. But anyway, yeah, what I wanted to just briefly talk about was, so this past week I did the Q&A video. And then a couple of people, or somebody asked a question after the Q&A video, but I thought, well, instead of waiting for another Q&A video, what I'd like to start doing, if you all have any questions for me, whether, you know, whatever it may be about, it doesn't matter, drop them in the comments, and what I'll do is I'll take those questions from that video, and I'll answer them on the next video, in the video, so that everybody can know the answer. That way it's shared with everyone in case somebody else had the same question but they didn't see it in the comments as a reply. So I think that's what I'm going to do from now on. So if you have questions, drop them in and I will answer them in the next video. So I'm just gonna move these pork chops around and then I will be back. See all that fat on the edges? Glenn likes when that's like nicely burnt, crispy fat on the edges. A lot of marbling in these pork chops. Okay, so the question that was in after the Q&A video. Okay, so the question it was a commented question that came from Pam Brown after the last Q&A video, and she had made the comment that I seem independent and self-sufficient, and she wanted to know if that came from when I was in the military, or did I join the military because I was already like that? Something to that effect. Sorry if I'm stating that wrong, Pam, but I'm going to say it's a little of both. Growing up, I was actually pretty independent. As a teenager, you know, teenagers, they have a lot of friends and they need to, like, belong or whatever. But I didn't feel that. I didn't feel that way. I was pretty much a loner and just did my own thing. I really didn't need, like, a group of friends that, you know, it's not that I didn't have any friends, but I just was for the most part a loner and pretty much to myself. You know, I was pretty independent. Yeah, so I guess I was partially already pretty independent as a teenager, and when I decided to join the military, I just, you know, my parents talked to me, my brother talked to me, and they said, you know, because we grew up really low income and there wasn't many options for like college or anything like that. So I decided to join the military just to get a start in life. And so when I joined the military, I think it just helped me more in becoming self-sufficient and more independent. So I wasn't afraid to like try new things. As you can see, I traveled across the country to be with Glenn, and I wasn't afraid to take a chance. Or, you know, I left home after high school, about a year after high school, when I was able to finally go to boot camp. But the military just taught me more about being self-sufficient, independent, things like that. So I guess I got to credit both. Just being that way. Hey, Will. It's my neighbor, Will. He's out there. But yeah, I think it's a part of both. A part of me was already that way. And as far as self-sufficient, yes, I do everything. I have to do everything on my own here. But I wish I knew how to do more, like fix more things on my own. So I guess I just like to say I was able to do it, and I did it on my own. So thankfully we have the University of YouTube to help us on DIYs and how to fix stuff in the house. That's how I was able to replace our kitchen faucet. So yeah, I gotta say it's a little of both. Part of me was already like that, and being in the military just helped me be like that more. And I think a lot of it is just my personality, and that's just the way I am. So the second part of that question, or third part, was would I recommend the military as a starting path for other young women? And I would say yes, definitely. It's a good starting path. Today, there are way more opportunities for females in the military today than there were when I went in. I went in 1985. And there were less opportunities back then, but I would definitely recommend it as a starting path. I mean, you could get your college paid for. I did go to junior college while I was active duty, and I went to junior college full-time, and the military pretty much paid for it. So, and I got a certificate. I ended up not finishing. I got a certificate in criminal justice. So California junior colleges back then, I don't know how they are now, but they were only $5 a credit, so it was very cheap. And you can get your GI Bill, so if you join, you sign up for your GI Bill, that way when you get out, you can have money for college or whatever you want to do. So there are so many opportunities. I would definitely recommend it for a young woman starting out. If you're stuck, don't know what to do, a great starting point. So, all right, I got to check these pork chops. Okay, so I hope that answered your question, Pam. Again, if anybody has any questions, just drop them in the comments, and I will answer them in the next video. And I think I'll just do that from now on instead of waiting for Q&A videos. So, I think that would be a good addition to the videos. And, yeah. And if you guys have any ideas of what you would like me to do for videos, drop them down in the comments. And I'm open to suggestions. Okay, so I'm going to finish grilling out, and I'll be back when we're plated. Okay, so I'm going to check the potatoes with the onions and carrots now. Now again, I said I did 2 foil packs last time. This time I just put them in a casserole dish. And I did line it for easy cleanup. Sorry about that. The steam is steaming up the camera lens. I'm just gonna check the potatoes. Oh yeah, they're done. It's been about an hour and 15 minutes for the potatoes. So yeah, we're ready to serve. Okay, so as I said before, we're gonna try these Del Monte sliced pears. We don't eat pears that much, but sometimes Glenn's in the mood for them, and he's in the mood for them today. So we're gonna try some of this as our side dish. And yeah, this is actually a food pantry meal because those pork steaks are food pantry, the potatoes are food pantry, the onions are food pantry, the carrots, the canned carrots, and the pears are all food pantry. So this is a complete food pantry meal and just an idea of what you can do with some of your foods. So I'm just going to serve these pears and then I'll plate and I'll be back. All right, everyone. So here is our supper for this Saturday night. Pork steaks, potato, carrot, and onion with butter. And that's it. And oh, our pears too. I got to take Glenn his too. These pears are delicious. So we just split up one can. So stay tuned for the next meal. Gypsy. Hi, baby. You okay, baby? You okay?